Hey, how's it going? Let's see what's in the news today. When it comes to looking after our unique critters, Australia has some of the highest extinction rates in the world. Now a big report's come out looking at the state of animals down under and the people fighting to save them.
From leadbeater's possums to eastern quolls and these colourful swift parrots. These are some of the more than 500 animals on Australia's threatened species list. Experts reckon human use of land and sea resources are mostly to blame, along with things like climate change, pollution, and harmful introduced species. Now, scientists from the Threatened Species Recovery Hub have found we're not spending enough to help address these problems.
We're currently spending about 1/10 on what we need to spend to actually conserve all of our threatened species that are on our threatened species list.
They say that without more funding, a lot of Australia's threatened species could go extinct. But the government says it's putting money where it thinks it can make a difference.
It's not about waving a checkbook at the levels of threatened species. It's about sensible funding, which we do.
Experts say it's a big problem that's going to need a lot of work and cooperation between the government and scientists to make sure the species that make Australia unique are protected.
Do you pay attention to these little stars? You might recognise them as the ratings you see on lots of food at the shops. It's part of the federal government's Health Star rating system, which might be going through a bit of a change soon. Consumer group Choice is asking the government to make it harder for products with added sugars to get a high star rating. That'd mean stuff like Nutri-Grain and Milo cereal could go from a 4 out of 5 to 1.5 stars. Choice says it wants to make it easier for people to make healthy choices and reckons a shake-up of the star system might help. Deep below the ocean surface in the Gulf of Mexico, a group of scientists have caught a glimpse of something pretty incredible. After thousands of expeditions, a giant squid has finally been filmed in these waters. The scientists were trying to learn more about how the marine creatures live where there's no sunlight. They were searching about 750 metres down. That's more than double the height of the Eiffel Tower. Despite the squid being a whopping 3.7 metres long, it was only a young squid, with adults believed to grow up to 12 metres. A young Aussie soccer player with a rare medical condition has shown nothing's going to stop him from lacing up and getting on the pitch.
Meet Sean. He's 12 years old and absolutely loves soccer. But until recently, he was told he wouldn't be allowed to play for his local team because the orthopaedic shoes and leg braces he usually wears might harm other players.
I have a condition called clubfoot and I was born with my feet bent in instead of them being straight.
Others at the club and Sean's local community wanted him on the team, so they got together and helped Sean raise almost $3,000 to buy custom-made boots. These nifty green kicks give Sean the support he needs while playing.
It helps me go a lot faster and so I don't get kicked in the shins.
Now, Sean gets to lace up with his mates and he's already tearing it up in his new boots.
Sport's having a big moment right now with World Cups and major tournaments left, right and centre. So we thought it might be time to check in with some of the more forgotten competitions. Check out the creme de la creme of facial hair. It's the French Beard Championships, where 86 beard artists come together to compete, serving looks in multiple categories like natural, formal and freestyle, where decorations are encouraged. This year, this guy took out Best in Show with his very impressive 24-centimetre long beard. If competitive beard growing isn't your thing, then how about this dunk contest, also in Paris? The judging panel featured NBA stars including Russell Westbrook and Blake Griffin, as well as filmmaker Spike Lee. And this year's dunk champ was Puerto Rico's Isaiah Rivera. And if dunking isn't your thing either, introducing the elite athletes of swamp soccer. This muddy mess of a competition is held in a forest in Russia. Players say swamp soccer is a serious sport. They even hold a World Cup. And man, it looks tiring. This is the part of the video where I ask if you've subscribed yet. And while you're at it, let us know, do you pay attention to the health star ratings on your food, or do you just eat whatever's in front of you? Comment below.